What is going on, you guys? It's your boy Arti, Executive Director of Filmissart, and today I have the pleasure of breaking down Nate Wiggins, cornerback from Clemson University, an outstanding prospect, an outstanding athlete. See here the uh, f- evaluation done by our DB Guru Dalen here at the channel, at the department, and man, let's get right into it. We start off the film with a absolute outstanding PBU by Nate Wiggins on Johnny Wilson, wide receiver from Florida State. And when you think of Nate Wiggins, the first and only thing you should start off the discussion with is athleticism. As you saw in the scouting report, fantastic athlete, fluid hips. You're gonna see here Clemson bails into a cover two coverage, and Nate Wiggins does a good job identifying, the route concept. He sees down low, okay, the guy who's coming into the flat, nothing to worry about, but has the movement skills, the range, the flexibility to be able to undercut that ball by Jordan Travis and make an outstanding PBU. Just a really great example of his movement skills there. Fast forward to North Carolina 2023, and you think, right, why is this in the film session? Well, as you saw right there, Nate Wiggins just absolutely hawked down Omarion Hampton. Omarion Hampton, who is that? Probably RB1, RB2 next year in the 2025 NFL draft class. A fantastic athlete in his own right, and just watch Nate Wiggins just hawk him down, outrun his teammates. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is just an outstanding display, as I speed it up for you guys for time constraints, of Nate Wiggins just showing off his ability to move. I mean, my goodness. Hawked that boy down, stood on business, and this actually turned out to be a touchback. So it was an important play. It didn't matter, and it changed the complexion of that game. Now let's get into the cornerback things that matter, right? The minute details. Let's talk about technique. Really good job here again against Johnny Wilson from Florida State. Getting that hand on him. Good technique. Good one-arm jam there. I believe that Wilson was Jordan Travis's first read. But if you're going to watch here on the slowed down version of the play, he has to come off Johnny Wilson immediately, because he sees that Nate Wiggins is basically, all over him. So just an outstanding job by Nate Wiggins there of just getting a good jam and throwing Johnny Wilson off the course of his route. Another good job here. Get to see Johnny Wilson in a kind of mirror, trail technique on Johnny Wilson there by Nate Wiggins. I like how he's got his eyes on the quarterback, and then he shifts back to Johnny Wilson. And just simply just a great job. He's right in his hip pocket. Any throw to him, he's in the vicinity. If he's targeted, and he's right there. So excellent job displaying that mirror technique by Nate Wiggins there. Just outstanding. Going off the scouting report, I mean, he has the ideal frame, right, of an NFL quarterback. Tall, lanky. You can see that, being 6'2". The weight is, because he's around 188. So, but going from 188 to 200 isn't that, big of a jump. He can put on, another 10 to 12 pounds if he wants to. He's not an Emmanuel Forbes type territory where he's 6'2", 165, where receivers like A.J. Brown are just going to bully him. I mean, he's covering Johnny Wilson for majority of his film session, and he's 6'7", 240. So Nate Wiggins can, stay with the bigger receivers at the next level. Let's get into some things that I really do not like about Nate Wiggins. It was detailed in the scouting report. Sometimes he plays hero ball. Here, he has his responsibility on, Wilson, and he decides to, try to undercut a ball that was eventually completed. Now, this right here, this is a no-no. You never leave your man on scramble drill. You never leave your man on scramble drill. I don't care. The safety's coming back deep. You never leave your man on scramble drill. And he allows Keon Coleman to run smack dab open. You can see him at the bottom of the screen right there, wide open, because Nate Wiggins decided to try to take away the receiver going further down the field. here. This is tit for tat. Um, he does a great job staying underneath, right? Because you had help over the top from the safety. Safety kept picks him up trails, so he's just underneath. But just a good ball, a good catch by Johnny Wilson there. And this is just, him getting beat deep. As they say, all corners get beat. This is Devontae Walker from North Carolina, one of the best wide receiver prospects in this class. So, and then the throw was made by Drake May, my personal quarterback too in this class. So, they're bound to happen. You know what I mean? It's it's eventual that you're going to get beat as a cornerback, but the main thing is, what do you do when you have your opportunities to, redeem yourself? And as you're going to see in this next section, this is just some of the best, man-to-man, off coverage, man-to-man, press coverage looks that you're going to see from a cornerback in this entire class. Nate Wiggins, when it comes to those types of coverages, he's simply outstanding. You see, he is not fooled at all with Johnny Wilson right there on that stuttering go. Not fooled at all. Not only did Johnny Wilson not run a good route, but Nate Wiggins was in total control and totally in phase the entire route. And then, just completely obliterated Wilson at the catch point. That's teach tape as far as, staying in phase and making a play on the football, at the catch point. Wilson pretty much never had a chance to catch that ball. We're going to see here in off coverage again, this time against Devontae Walker, and this time Nate Wiggins beats Devontae Walker to the spot. Really don't like that route by Devontae Walker. Wish he wouldn't have rounded it off so much, but good job by Nate Wiggins, in that off technique, realizing, hey, the ball's outside, let me dip my shoulder in and make sure that the ball's not completed. This is absolutely outstanding from Nate Wiggins here. Excuse me. Press coverage, as you guys saw. Jordan Travis puts this ball in a good position, but Nate Wiggins is just step for step Johnny Wilson. And the thing that I like about Nate Wiggins is when the ball is in the air, he does not panic. He is not fazed by, the ball being in the air. Some corners in the league, some corners in college, when the ball's in the air, they get handsy. Like a Kool-Aid McKinstry, right? They get handsy. They try to hold. They try to, grab for dear life. Nate Wiggins, nah. It's a war of attrition with him. It's a boxing match. And it's like, you're not catching this ball, and there's nothing you can do about it. And that's what you love. You love that mentality from a cornerback. Just simply an outstanding rip there from Wiggins. Off coverage again. And this is just a good example of being able to run and chase, right? Like I just said, when you're a cornerback and the ball's in the air, some corners, they're going to panic, but not Nate Wiggins. He does not do that. The ball was pretty much in the air right when, Walker got a step on him. But the reason it wasn't completed was because Wiggins just stayed in phase, trusted his technique, and just played through the ball. And you love to see that from a cornerback. There's nothing to say there. Like, outstanding rub by Nate Wiggins. Sitting on that route by Johnny Wilson, that little stop route, and just a violent pass breakup. Outstanding. Again, here you're gonna see him in chase, running after Devontae Walker, and there's just nothing there. Drake May is looking at Devontae Walker the whole time, and he just could not separate from Nate Wiggins. Just simply outstanding there, because it's so I don't think people understand. It's so difficult when you're playing the cornerback position to be in, trail technique and try to stay with these wide receivers, especially for the amount of time that these quarterbacks ball. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's just such a tough position to be in. This is just really, really good route recognition by Wiggins. He sees that Keon Coleman cuts across his face. He knows he has safety help, but still just a good job just being able to get that hand up and, make sure you don't allow the receiver to make a catch in a pivotal point in the game. Another good job by Nate Wiggins here. Just just staying in the hip pocket. I keep saying that, right? I keep repeating myself. Nate Wiggins staying in the hip pocket. Nate Wiggins staying in the hip pocket. Because he's just a really sticky, good man-to-man corner. Like any team that runs exclusively man-to-man, he can play zone as well, as I showed earlier. But Nate Wiggins is your guy. If you want a guy, mano-a-mano, all game, off press, doesn't matter. Nate Wiggins can do that for you. And then we end the film with an outstanding interception. Really telegraphed pass by Drake May, but you see that athleticism on display as Nate Wiggins closes on that ball and makes the pick. Look at the career stats for Nate Wiggins. Keynote, 3 interceptions, 2 returned, 4 touchdowns. So when Nate Wiggins gets his hands on the ball, he knows what to do with it. And here are some team fits for Nate Wiggins. Our DB scout Dalen told me to tell you guys Nate Wiggins fits any team. So any team that watches, any fan of any team that watches this video, Nate Wiggins would fit your team. But these are the specific teams that we believe that he would fit schematically. Have a blessed one.